Yo, everybody. It is Friday.
Yes, it is.
Troy got kid stuff to take care of. He alerted us, so it's just us trace today's
the minoritized.
the minoritized. We are
Yes.
taking over. But we got to talk about them Democrats, man. The lefties are losing their ever living mind. I ain't never seen them this angry since I heard about them losing slaves. I tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm here for it, but at the same time, it's boring because it's the same crash out every single time.
Yes, but it's always happy to laugh at their crash out.
No, it is.
When it gives them mental anguish. I'm here for it. You can always change the narrative, lefties, but you don't want to because you're not intelligent
No.
enough.
And
Now-
they're performance activists. They're
yes.
just all of it's just performance. They're just out there hooping and hollering, acting like they're going to do something, but they're not going to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
They always act, and I think that's why many of them are actors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's that song? I'm the great pretender. They're great pretenders.
Central
And,
Casting.
Oh gosh, yes. So we're gonna watch videos today of them slowly slipping into madness. I had a thought, and many people won't get this. I understand that you won't get it, and it's okay, because not everybody's into games like I was when I was younger and now. But Schumer reminds me of a character in a game I used to play. The game's called Oblivion. And then later in a game called Skyrim. Okay. And the character's name was Sheogorath. Now,
Okay,
I'm gonna have to look this up.
Sheogorath was a leader in a different realm of absolute madness. When I mean everybody there was mental. When I say mental, I mean it. Like, one thought he was a bun. Another one was valuing his fork, so that he thought everybody was going to steal his fork. It was the best fork everywhere. That kind of madness. Okay. And he used to speak in these riddles that made no sense, potatoes. And then he would talk about people so when I watched these people, I thought this was a video game I was playing, but this is real life. Like, I think they had thought no one will ever get to this point, and the only way we can express it is in a video game. And then Chuck said, "Want to bet?"
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer, and I'll show you exactly how crazy we could get.
Oh my God. It's insane.
So I say that to soften you up, because today we're just going to be, there is no point to their outrage. I just want to, at least that's what I believe. There's no point to their outrage. But
No.
since they are, like, to your point, performative, let's look at their performance, and we'll probably, you know what? We should decide who gets the Emmy.
Okay. That's a good one.
Right? Or Oscars, whichever one you want to give them. Some of them are soap operas and some of them are movies. Okay, so what you want to give them, an Emmy or you want to give them an Oscar? You decide. Okay?
We got to create a new award.
A new award. The Dummy Award.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a gold, a brass. It has to be brass. A brass monkey with the symbol. That's
It's made out of fooled gold.
That's imitating real life. That's way too close to home.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
So here we go. This is them trying to Chuck believes he's Martin Luther King Jr. or Senior. I'm not sure which one he is.
Maxine's wig looked like it's already about to fall off.
Oh gosh, this is one of the best. This is the best ever.
We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest.
No one elected Elon Musk to nothing.
That's right.
Not one Democrat in America voted for Elon Musk.
What we
Okay. Whoop. Back up. We got another party involved in this, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay. So can I ask a question?
Go for it.
Is it only when Democrats vote on something we have it?
Yeah. They're the only ones allowed to.
Oh,
Well, you got to remember though, they also they also peddled for a woman we never really voted for either, the Curry Queen.
Yeah.
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 Hey, and so did we vote for like George Soros?
No, we didn't.
No. Did we vote for that guy, the other guy that was pushing the vaccine? What's his name? Bill.
Oh, Gates, man,
Snakes.
Mr. Gates. Yeah. No.
Did we vote for him when it came to pushing vaccines?
Or Fauci. No.
Or we didn't vote for Fauci either. No.
Yeah.
No.
Weird.
It's ironic. Weird. He was appointed. Weird.
We didn't vote for the UN or the WHO to talk to us in the way they did. We didn't vote for that. Y'all did that. So
Hey, Marlon, did we vote for Klaus Schwab?
we did not.
No,
Definitely not
we
for
didn't
Charles
vote for
Schwab. No.
No, not the WAF either. I don't know.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
But anyway,
weird.
here comes the racist mop head herself.
You're not gonna do is stand around while they pull this bull. We are gonna be in your face. We are gonna be on your.
We will see you in the courts, in
Damn.
Congress, in the streets.
Mr. Clean.
Elon Musk is a Nazi nutball baby.
Every
Who-
movement.
Hold on.
Whew.
I want people to understand something. Look, I'm going to take these nut jobs down for just a second. And mind you, this fool right here is from my state. I really wish that wasn't true. But anyway, I remember specifically that we're going to peacefully march down to the Capitol, make our voices known. We're going to fight to get our country back. We're going to go down there and we're going to tell Mike Pence to do his job. We're going to peacefully and patriotically protest our points. Please do so. I'll see you guys. Love you and God bless America. That was insurrection talk.
Yes.
Wasn't that? That was what they call insurrection talk?
Mhm.
Supposedly,
But
yes.
Yeah.
Your bald, ignorant behind gets up on the microphone and say,
You forgot the expletives too. So
oh, it was in there. It's just in her language.
oh, that's right.
Oh my God,
Velociraptor language. It
Hyena
wasn't-
talk.
Yeah, she speaks in Velociraptor.
Oh, man.
I think your hair had the right idea. Not even your hair wants to be around you. That's saying a lot. Like you have arrived. You're like the final boss of the unwanted female.
Oh,
That's you. You are so unwanted that not even hair wants to be around you. That's impressive, lady.
That says
That-
something.
wow. That's saying a lot.
Hair just said, forget this. We're out.
Peace.
Surprise,
Jeez.
surprise.
her hair was like, we're going to the next Korean hair market and we're
There
going
it
to sell ourselves.
Hey, look, the hair was so angry with her. I'm selling myself into slavery. I'm done with this. I'm done with this.
Voluntarily become a weave.
I'm out.
Mm.
I'm out. Put
Just
me on
angry.
somebody else's head, please. I can't deal with this. That's crazy that you
Performative
call a
anger.
man a Nazi,
Mhm.
knowing full well that that same rhetoric is what people went after Trump for before he became president.
Yes, yeah.
So it tells me you're okay with violence as long as it's on your side.
Yes.
Interesting. Anyway,
Mhm.
continue, you tolerant left people.
It's a scrappy little and I am that person.
Oh,
No, you're
yeah, I
not.
bet you are.
No,
Little
you're
fella.
not.
Let me hear what she said, actually, because it sounded like she said she's a scrappy little
You little
Oh,
fellow,
baby.
you.
Every movement needs a scrappy little and I am that person.
a scrappy
call it-
little. I'm assuming she meant dyke.
Or phallus.
Well, she looks like a scrappy little phalanx, but I don't know that she could be one.
Hey, real quick, look at Maxine's face.
I've seen goats with that same expression.
Oh my God.
Not the goats.
The goats, man. Nah, and that's what she said. Nah, good one. Nah, good one. Nah.
Jeez.
I agree, man.
Wait, this is the same Maxine Waters who quite literally said back in like 2017 that we need to
Push
that
back
people
on
need to-
them.
Yeah, push back on them, make them feel unwelcome here.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That was her.
Okay.
That was her. Good job, little dyke.
Oh my God.
I wonder if she puts on lipstick with a mop because she misses her lips the entire time. Like, honestly, it's like she just gets up and says, "I just gotta swat. I'm Maxine Waters." Good
Oh man.
Lord.
That's the face of Xanax and vodka.
Maybe they make more sense later on. Let's see.
And I need each and every one of you to get in touch with your inner scrappy little no.
I know. Thank
Okay.
you. Nope.
I'm good.
I'm good.
No.
I'm so
No. You're not scrappy.
I'm good.
all.
I'm
She wants
fine.
to be scrappy, but
Like, whoa.
You got all these senior citizens up here talking about a fight. They're fighting to get out of bed every morning.
They fighting cholesterol, fighting arthritis. They fighting everything.
Yep.
High
Man,
blood
you ain't
pressure,
fighting.
cholesterol, clogged arteries, knee problems. Come on, fight your own battles first before you step out your house.
That's a
Reminds me of
face right
Edna
there.
from The Incredibles. You let me make your suit? I'll make your suit for you, Mr. Incredible.
She does. Oh my god, I can't unsee it now.
That
My
wig
name
is
is
holding. That wig is holding on for dear
life,
life.
like in a windstorm. It's okay.
Oh, man.
Someone told me one time that she reminds him of James Brown on cocaine. I agree.
I can't
I
unsee that now either.
What's that video where he stood up behind the mic?
Hold on. Let me find
Yeah,
it
you
here.
got that one video. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let's take a gander and
All
see.
right,
huh?
let's make a comparison right now. And now that exact picture right there is how she behind the mic.
Oh my
God.
goodness, this one will be great.
Somebody said
Let
that wig
her
getting
finish, and then we'll bring up the
gorilla glue.
Nobody elected your. This is not Elon Musk's country. Take your
Musk's.
foot
Elon who?
off my neck. We are at war.
Oh, good. That means violence, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's
what that means, right? War is violence, right?
Isn't that also insurrection talk too?
That's a
Yeah, that
direction
is.
talk. Yes.
She's at war with a buffet. That's what she's at war with.
She don't fight the table. She gives in willingly. And all the food gets stuck right here.
Yeah.
Like right here. Right.
Oh,
Okay, it's from
man.
like here up. And she got with all that eating, she's still disproportionate. That's incredible. That is like,
How does that happen?
that's some skill. That's
God.
wow.
We won't rest.
We
My knees.
So here's
Chuck,
the
stop. Okay.
here's the best part of what I think Maxine Waters actually looks like. This is actually a video interview of Maxine Waters. Y'all may not believe it, but this is her. This is Maxine Waters. Before she had her vocal surgery to sound a little bit higher pitched and start taking more estrogen. This is her.
We welcome you, James Brown. How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America.
Why you gotta do James Brown like that though?
Man, that's funny though. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Hit it with the good foot.
Living in America.
Oh my God.
Oh, Maxine. Continue, Maxine.
Nothing wrong.
And what are you going to say to your fans when they ask you some questions about it?
I'm going to say I feel good.
Uh-huh.
It sounds to me as though you're not troubled by any of this at all.
This is a man's world.
Oh man. Oh man, Maxine.
Oh.
Woo.
The man ain't answered one question yet. He just keep quoting his songs. Oh, James, what else?
Wow.
Thanks for reminding us of that. James, I have to ask you one serious question here. I understand you already have started divorce proceedings. Does that mean that you're now eligible?
Yes, I'm singing. I want a mango. Papa's got a brand new bag of living in America.
The women love you when you get out there.
Why is that, ladies?
Well, I'm asking you.
Huh? Because
Why
I
do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
That's how Maxine be trying to get her a young buck. I sing good. I smell good. Go on, baby. Come on over here and get
Vote
this
for me.
PlayStation 5.
Vote for me now. Vote.
Oh,
Whew.
oh man,
Oh,
Maxine.
jeez.
I tell you, I needed that. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
Living in America.
It's a man's world.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Okay,
Tell you
let me
that.
draw.
Now come for Hakeem Jeffers. Hakeem.
The team Obama.
This is Hakeem from Lion King. And here we have Nala's Timu sister.
Mm.
And Rafiki over in the corner.
Jeez. Is that
Pumbaa.
Zazu over there?
Here's Pumbaa right here. Timon,
No,
Pumbaa,
Pumbaa.
Rafiki. We got the whole Lion King crew up in here. All right, tell us now, Lion King.
Fight it
Fight.
legislatively.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to fight it
Mm-hmm.
in the courts.
Right.
And we're going to fight it in the streets.
Oh, that's
insurrection talk.
Yeah,
You notice he
more
thought
that
about it first. He thought about
violent rhetoric.
it.
Wow.
Sounds pretty
Fighting
insurrectionist.
in the streets, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I remember a song, but it wasn't fighting. Everyone you meet is dancing in the street all night long. All right. All night. Lionel Richie would be very disappointed in you butchering his lyrics like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting in the streets. Wow. Okay, he's going to clarify what he means by fight. I guarantee
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
If you had to be stuck in an elevator with either
Oh, he
President
didn't.
Trump, Mike Pence, or Jeff Sessions, who would it be? Does one of us have to come out alive?
Oof.
Mm.
Isn't that an offense punishable by a misdemeanor? No trial?
That technically, for her being in the position that she was,
Mm-hmm.
that's treasonous in
Yeah,
her
treasonous,
case,
right,
and
yeah.
it would be the rope around that turkey neck that she's got there. That's what that would be if we lived in a fair country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, if we would have said that, they would have
dead
knocking on
meat.
our door, man.
Oh,
dead
Just-
meat.
Insta prison.
Open up, FBI.
Secret Service, we got to ask you a question.
That's crazy.
You know, they can say what they want. You know?
One of us has to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that laugh. Oh,
Press always asks me, don't I wish I were debating him? No, I wish we were in high school. I could take him behind the gym.
The gym.
Who is that? Is that the same
That
Joe
was- that
Biden
was
that
a-
was in office? That's
No,
not the same.
that was 3.0, I think.
Okay, I'm wondering what version of Joe Biden that was because the face doesn't look the same.
The one that left was, I think, version 6, because every
Oh,
year
okay.
he had a different face.
Yeah.
and different ears too.
That's what I would. If we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym.
There is a version 4 right here.
Okay. That's
Beat the
that's
hell
other
out of
version.
I'd like to punch him in the face.
I'll
Yeah.
meet him in a hotel room any mother day of the week.
I'll give him some
Louisville
clout.
Slugger.
He's
Kiss
a former
my
boxer.
mother ass, you bitch, punk sucker.
I just
can
don't
fight.
even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be. You
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Pelosi,
Interesting.
too. I thought she was all against violence.
Yeah. Hmm.
Weren't you the one that said that we should never resort to it? But
No,
we
no.
have to have uprisings. Oh,
It only matters if they're burning down their neighborhoods, but they can't go in the Capitol and do it. So burn down your neighborhoods and your businesses and your homes, and you know you can do all that, but just don't come in what they consider their building and do that stuff.
yes, Bailey. That is exactly what she says.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it correctly the first time.
cannot be civil with a political party that wants to destroy what you stand for, what you care about.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Baldzilla.
When they go low, we kick.
Oh, again.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
It's an actor dressed to look just like President Donald Trump as he's assassinated on stage. Look as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is
Interesting.
John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
Wow. Where's the crypt keeper when you need him?
Yeah.
Because
Often.
you two are way past due for your visit.
Freaking coffin dodgers.
Holy, look,
Jeez.
I remember a movie. I'm going to go back to a lot of movie references because I'm living in that realm right now. Night of the Living
Dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
Brains, fresh brains, need brains. I think that's the entirety of the left. They need brains.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Look at that face.
It gets worse. I'm guessing it gets worse.
Yes, I have thought an awful lot
about blowing up the White House.
Interesting.
But we're the violent ones.
Yes.
Huh.
Hey, I don't remember anyone saying that they wanted to do these things when Biden was in office.
No.
Do you remember? No. Okay, I was just making sure. No one on the right was talking like this.
Kind of interesting.
At least in the mainstream. I don't know what people were saying in their house, that stuff. But on camera, 4K, I don't think anyone on the right was talking the way these clowns are talking.
Not at all.
Snoop.
Oh, he had a change of heart, though.
We are watching a rally right now. Former President Trump was just in the middle of a speech when what sounded like possible shots were fired. We saw the former president, take cover.
Breaking news, former President Donald Trump is safe, and the 20-year-old shooter is dead after a shocking assassination attempt on the former president in Pennsylvania.
We begin tonight with the breaking news and the second assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump.
You take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you.
I want you guys to look carefully at his eyes.
Soulless.
This is the same party that ended their own candidate. This is the same party that used those intelligence agencies to kill their own candidate in JFK. You don't think they're capable of using the same agencies against the people they really hate out loud?
Yeah.
This is the same people, exact same people, that will come and tell you you can't do this, this, and this, but they go ahead and do it anyway. And if you did it, you get arrested. But we're the violent ones, and we're the insurrectionists. Interesting.
It's getting back at you.
He is destructive to our democracy, and he has to be eliminated.
Eliminated. That was a journalist, right?
No, he has now become a part of Congress.
Ooh, so leadership position.
And he was a lawyer at the time.
Leadership position in the halls of Congress. That kind of rhetoric. I mean, if it was anybody else, it'd be jail.
Yep.
Let me give you one bottom line. As a former government official, government's going to kill this guy.
He said it with his whole face.
Why aren't these?
And hear this one.
Former government official, government's going to kill this guy.
He needs to be shot. Stop.
Freudian slip.
Yep. Why aren't they in jail?
Wow.
Good question.
I mean, again, we'd be in jail for even alluding to something like this in a joking manner. Even if we were joking about saying those words, they'd be knocking on our door.
That is insane.
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump. And that's a fact.
Not in jail.
Mind you, people, this is 2 minutes and 29 seconds worth of them calling for violence and murder and death. And we still have a whole minute and 18 seconds to go.
Upset that it came out.
Good, it's only Alex talking. That is crazy to me, that you can have that much wrapped up into one montage, and all they do is ask for violence and death of somebody.
And this was over the course of at least 8 years in those 2 minutes.
That is insane.
Think about that.
Yep.
And this is not insurrection talk? How is this not insurrection? If you're openly calling for the death of the current president, how is that not insurrection, and how are they still walking free? That's what I want to know. So my message to you, Pam Bondi, I hope you find everybody that has ever said on camera that they want the president dead, and not only arrest them, but give them life in prison, if not more.
Yep.
This is insane to me. Like, I don't even know how the left justifies this, but I guess they don't need to justify anything because they don't pay the price for anything.
And they justify it because they consider themselves the protectors of what they like to call a democracy. So since they think Trump is trying to destroy the democracy, they are trying to save it. So they figure if we're trying to save the democracy, so if we have to do what we have to do to this guy to save the democracy,
right,
it's justified. And this is why they get away with it, saving democracy. That famous story. And we're not a democracy.
Wow. Now this is their response to Musk doing what Musk does. Musk, do it.
Personal data, or are we going to let this stand? This is all about taking over the government in order to advance the interests of Elon Musk and the billionaires at the expense of everybody else in America. It was the big lie and the big betrayal. The big betrayal. Donald Trump said he was going to lock him up. Lock him up.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Now, Mr. Chris Van Hoolen, please respond to the lock him up chance. Because remember, y'all said we shouldn't be saying stuff like that when it came to Hillary, right?
Yep.
It was really bad when they did it. So
it was
you should
divisive.
be like, no, we're not like them. Stop. I wonder if he say that. You think he'll say that?
Probably not.
Nah.
It is pretty clear we have to fight this in the courts. We have to fight this in the Congress. We have to fight this in the streets. We need to fight this all over America. And we need to make sure that the billionaires don't take this country away from the working people of America. That's what it's all about. Stop the coup, stop the grift, stop Elon Musk, take our country back. Thank you all very much for being here. And it's going to be a long march, but we will win.
I have a question.
Yeah.
They're all complaining about the billionaires, but aren't they literally with insider trading billionaires?
They're complaining about billionaires taking from the American people while giving our money to billionaires for whatever they feel like using it for. So they're actually they're doing exactly what they're blaming Trump for. They project. This is what the left does. Everything they're pointing the finger at the right and Donald Trump, they've been doing and they're already doing. Biggest thing now is they got caught.
Look, you have to understand what they're calling for. Okay, so let's break it down to simple terms if we can. They didn't say to next election cycle make your voices known. They're all about the peaceful transfer of power. That's what they keep harping on when 2020 showed up.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they didn't win. So their first order of business is to protest and call for unrest in the streets, in the government offices, everywhere. Now, if you know anything about the left, when they riot and they protest, they burn, pillage, and yes, indeed, murder.
Yep.
They do murder people. There were at least 8 people that were murdered throughout the United States by the left during their protests. Just be sure of what happens during these times. It is not peaceful. It is not the First Amendment because the violence is not covered under the First Amendment. They like to hide behind the First Amendment.
Yeah.
Okay? They like to hide there. My advice to anybody in cities where these people might show up, you also have something called the Second Amendment. Okay? Cool. All right, cool. I don't need to belabor that point. Here's another craze out.
And goddamn it, shut down the Senate! We are at war! And God...
She's so angry.
Shut down the city!
Who exactly are they at war with?
I'm thinking intelligence.
Yes.
I think they're at war with the last remaining brain cell, trying to replicate, and they're just making sure he doesn't ever procreate to make them smart.
I will say this to these liberal buffoons, these monkeys. Be careful what you wish for. Because there's a lot of silent warriors that just want to be left alone, that are walking amongst you. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to poke the bear one day. And them guys are going to come up. And they're going to wake up. And it's not going to work out in your favor. I'm just saying.
A lot of them have PTSD too. So
yeah.
Just, hey, I'm just trying to be a friend to the friendless. Here we go. Another one.
There is an economic coup.
Can anybody please tell me why they all sound the same?
Shrieking hyena?
Yeah.
Golly.
Wait, she said an economic coup. Hasn't that been going on since?
That's what they're exposing is an economic coup.
That's been going on ever since 1913, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When the Fed was installed.
Okay.
So we've been in economic coup for a couple hundred years.
All right.
A little over 100 years.
I'm confused, but I hope I get clarification from you too. Okay. Are you trying to tell me that these people are upset because we found fraud in the government?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're upset about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That we should have left the fraud alone because it's doing greater good.
Yes.
For who?
For them. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're upset. If the money wasn't going back to them in some way, shape, or form, wasn't circling back, the rich around, I don't think they would be this mad. But I think they're more upset is that because the money that's going out, they're getting kickbacks from the money that's going out.
Yeah, easily.
That's why they're really mad.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was razor blades or just like twice used syringes. I think that might be what it really is street needles.
Happening right here in the Treasury and right there in Trump's White House. But there's a revolution happening right here in these streets.
Jeez. So loud and angry and obnoxious.
I don't know what revolution you think is going to happen, but there is no revolution you can pull off.
No.
I mean, maybe a cultural one where you scream all the time and people have to wear earmuffs. And like, I would guarantee you this, you would sell more people on wearing noise canceling headphones in the United States if you guys were around more often than you would ever convince the United States to wear masks. I am in more fear of your voice than I ever was of COVID. COVID couldn't touch me, but your voice can sure make my ears bleed, and I'd much rather wear some noise canceling headphones. And I don't even need to hear cars passing. I'll risk walking the streets not knowing if a semi is coming, as opposed to hearing you talk. I'm honest, man. I would pick a semi. I would pick the semi or an Indian train. I would pick walking in India, crossing a train track with noise canceling headphones, then listen to them talk. That seems safer to me. I don't know.
Probably is.
Heck, I'd ride an Indian bus. I would become an elephant trainer in Baghdad before I do anything else.
I'd rather jump in a pit of king cobras, butt naked, than to listen to what her screeching.
Taped with dead rats on me so that the snake has to bite me. Golly. It's not over yet. If we had to hear it, you do too, because we're sharers, okay?
Yeah. And right now, all across America, people are knocked down, but they are getting up.
No, they're not. They're not knocked down. Is his name Chumbawamba now? I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Wait. So they're knocked down because of 18 days of Trump's inauguration. In 18 days. What about the last 4 years? I mean, we were knocked down. We've been knocked down. So what is he talking about?
No, I'm getting up again. I don't know what he's talking about. Never
I don't know what he's talking about. These people.
Oh my goodness. I get knocked down. He might be breaking into song soon. I don't know.
And they are going to fight the dictator of Donald Trump and his henchmen Elon Musk. And
Oh, dictator. Oh, God.
Boring.
Wait. So I have a question real quick, Marlon. So if he's a dictator, why is he allowed to get up there and scream and screech about the dictator? I thought in dictatorships that wasn't allowed. You can't.
I didn't think so. Yeah, you had no clap back in the dictatorship.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Here's the low IQ bald one, Q Ball herself.
We will see you in the courts, in Congress, in the streets. Elon Musk is a Nazi Nepo baby. We will see you.
A Nepo baby is what she called him?
Yeah.
A Nazi Nepo baby.
Nazi Nepo baby. Yeah, big difference.
Another question. I'm gonna ask the question. This is just which party of the two was against Israel and pro-Palestine?
I wonder who that was.
I'm just I don't know.
It was the donkeys until it was fiscally advantageous to support Israel.
Yeah. Okay. I was just asking.
Here's the tolerant left. Nick Georgioff. See, this is the problem. Anyone who is trying to make Donald Trump king is a traitor and should be hanged by the neck until dead. We've been consistent about this before the election. Presidents are not kings, and anybody trying to make a president a king is a domestic enemy of the republic and a traitor who deserves the full measure of punishment as outlined in the Constitution of these United States.
The book says that this particular person who runs this account, they have not read the Constitution at all.
And this is a Democrat Party account.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we did find one hero in all of this, though, which is good. There is a hero that's among us, and he had to go toe-to-toe with James Brown himself. I mean, Maxine Waters. This man right here is a hero. He's a hero. This is how he handles stuff, and I love it. Excuse me.
Are you prepared to stand here all night if we decide to stay?
I guess, yeah.
All right, well, you just stay right there. You just stay and stand.
Why aren't you letting us go to that desk we were able to do last year?
Because last year you had a potato and a whore in charge.
That's right.
This year you don't have a potato and a whore. You have an actual man and an actual man running things. I don't know how this is difficult for you all to understand. Neither one of those people that were in office before knelt for any good purpose. One knelt to get to the top and the other one knelt to touch kids. So I don't know how else you're going to explain this to me, but I'm just telling you what I see. That's why you couldn't do it last year.
I remember they all knelt for a felon back in 2020.
All of them. Just saying. I thought hopefully that answers your question there, Mr. Boy.
No, he's not. He's not a U.S. employee.
This is a public institution.
Did Elon Musk hire you?
You work for.
Are you not aware of?
Are you even allowed?
I'm a federal employee working for the education.
He's a federal employee, but they like to be. I thought you were all about the working class.
Yep.
He's a working class citizen.
Yep.
But it's different when it's like that, though.
Yeah.
That's different.
Because I guarantee he's a straight white male.
Oh, that's what I was going to do. Words
like
right out my mouth.
Yes.
And you can see the entitlement that these actors that we call congressmen and women have. They feel so entitled that they think if they go up there and try to bully this guy with the cameras flashing, with the performative, activism, they think he's going to fold. It's all an act. They get up there and they're trying to throw out their entitlement. We're members of Congress. We are allowed to do whatever we want. No, you're not. No, you're not. And that he was placed at that door for a reason, to keep you monkeys out.
This is the best part of this, right? Listen carefully to this. For all their grandstanding and verbose conversation about what needs to be done, hear me out. They can't do anything because they genuinely know it's not illegal. Hear me out. Again, these are Congress people, right? And senators. If a man is, you say, not employed by the government, that's what you say, is standing in front a government building, stopping you from going in there, and you know that's unlawful, you would have already drug him out the way and entered the building. But you know you can't do anything because all of this is grandstanding. You have no grounds to go there for. You know you can't do anything, and you won't do anything. Even if he wasn't employed, you wouldn't touch him.
Exactly.
None of these people that are standing right there are willing to, hoping that somebody in the back of the crowd acts up and does something stupid. They will never do it, though.
Yeah.
You see, I know they're dumb, but they're not stupid. They are not stupid. But this part is really funny.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up.
You said she's talking to dude like he's a boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's beneath her.
I would have slapped the wig off of her. I'm telling you right now, I would have slapped the wig, spinning it around at least 4 times. Like who? Well, let me ask you a question. Who are you talking to like that? Say that one more. Say boy one more. Say it. Say something stupid again and see what I do to you. I'm gonna lay hands on you. Go ahead, do it again. And this is what she does. So she tries to touch him.
Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again. So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the
Could
ID.
you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it.
Grandstanding. Grandstanding.
Like I swear, if
people are
Maxine
silly,
Waters,
bro.
if Maxine Waters even laid any sort of contact with me, oh, it's assault, and I'm self-defense.
I'm pepper at that point.
All right.
If she's assault, I'm a pepper.
Yeah, I sent you a video, Marlon, to your personal chat. It's the same as that, but it's I thought it was pretty funny. It's talking about that little incident right there, but it's short. It's like a few seconds.
Downloading it now. It's the perfect little meme.
Yes, this is them. These are these old geriatric freaking senior citizens thinking they're tough, and they're gonna try to bully this guy to do what they want. It was like Marlon said, it was grandstanding. They're just out there with the cameras just to make it look like they're actually doing something, but they know they have no power.
None. Here we go.
Open the door. Open the door. Open the door.
Let us in.
Open the door.
Open the door. Let us
Open the
in.
door.
We're Congress. We have authority over you. No, you don't.
Open
No,
the
you don't.
door.
Stand your ground. They have no power, and they know they don't, because if they did, they would have their personal security or whoever is in charge watching them would have pushed that guy out the side and said, "We're going in." But it didn't happen.
You know, the weird thing is, a lot of these leftists that said 2020 was fair are now turning around and becoming conspiracy theorists, saying that it was rigged and stolen and all that stuff. Backtracking on the safety and the integrity of the election for I don't know how long. And now they're talking about how insurrection's bad, but now all of a sudden insurrection is good.
Yeah,
it almost feels like they don't actually believe what they say they believe. Like, you know, like it's like when you say, I hate marshmallows, but I will eat marshmallows when it's Halloween and that I got some chocolate, and I will eat marshmallows in hot chocolate. Now, okay, and I'll also eat marshmallows if it's on candied yams. And I might also eat you see, but you don't really hate marshmallows then. No, I hate them. I hate marshmallows. You hate, what about marshmallows you hate? They're Nazis. What? Traitor. You know, that's how stupid they sound.
It's all the buzzwords that they check in their little freaking pocketbook, their little book of buzzwords that they pull out. They're like, okay, Nazi, check. Democracy, check. Racist, check. And these are the same people again, these old geriatric, senior citizens out here. I would take them serious if they were out there in the streets actually committing acts of violence, like burning. You saw Maxine Waters torching a building or something, but they're not going to do it. They're going to get the people to do it while they hide out in their little bunkers and their mansions and watch it on TV. They're not going to do anything they want the people to do, and they know it. It's all talk.
You know, the last one to ever put their money where their mouth was George W. No, I'm just kidding. It was George Washington. I thought I was going to say Bush. No,
sure.
George Washington was the last individual, and I do believe he was the last individual, to take up the charge of doing something that was going to create a ripple through time, and he did not care about his own well-being. He stepped down from wherever he was in whatever role he had, and wasn't president, obviously, at the time. We know that. But he led a group of men through a spot in the United States, not the United States at the time. I obviously understand that too, because I know I'm going to see people coming in. They were in the United States at the time. But he took them across some very dangerous territory to do something that nobody else thought they would be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is, I'm not calling Trump George Washington. But it's one thing I know about the dude is that he's already had 3 attempts on him and he didn't stop.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay. So I'm not talking about his religious beliefs. I'm not talking about none of that stuff. I'm talking about his commitment to the American citizen as president. I can say this much about the man. Anybody that decided to take a shot at me because I'm running for president would have sold me on the thing. I'm not running anymore. I'm good. I think this is my cue to exit stage left. I really want to thank you all for supporting me, but if that's what I'm good. Call me off. I'm not doing this no more. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. And he could have, because he had the money to not do it. He could have just said, you know what, I'm rich. I can just leave America and make money elsewhere. I'm at the age where I don't even need to retire in America. I could die somewhere else and be fine.
Right.
So say what you want about the man. Biden, on the other hand, has been hedging his bets on leaving government for years. So y'all can say what you want about him, but that's the facts of what has happened with the presidency under Donald Trump. And I think the mere fact that he's trying to expose, which is what he was trying to do the first time around, the kinds of things he's exposing, especially after he just came up with this idea that government might not be allocating our funds the way they said, and then wants to publicly issue the information so everybody can see, then tells you he's going to start releasing files about what the government did to the citizens. I can see why they hate him. I can see why. Now you're trying to give the people back their power. Who do you think you are, Donald Trump? Now, I don't know if which of you can solidify this for me, but I saw someone attributing a quote to Liz Warren about American citizens don't need to know how the government spends their money. Someone said she actually said it. I yet to see it. If I do find that, I'd be happy.
I saw it.
Do you know if that's true?
Yeah, I saw the video. She did say that.
Okay.
Interesting.
That American people
where I can find it?
It was floating around TikTok today. It was like trending. Hold on.
If you can find, I really want that to be played. If we can find that. Let me see if I can hear. I'm going to type in that and see if anything pops up. I don't see it. But if you find it before we're done here, that'd be amazing. Because if it is true, I don't see how it's not major news right now.
Yep, I sent it.
When that much money disappears, it's usually because.
Let me see here. Let's see if this is what I think it is.
It's the whole video of her.
It's usually because.
Okay, good. All right, good. Let's I'm going to download it so I don't have to deal with all the extra crap that's in the background here. Now, for those who say she didn't say what she say, I just want y'all to explain this to me, the lefties. I know y'all ain't gonna come and explain it, but we can ask. We're all about asking questions here. We just hope that you can be all about, what's that word? Answer. Hopefully you can answer it. Let me load this up here as soon as it gets around to it. Come on, Pooter. They don't want the public knowing, huh? It's kind of like Elizabeth Warren. I guess she has her fingers all over my computer right now. Come on. Parkour. Now. Load up. Come on. Holy crap. This is taking forever to load, bros. Let's see if I can do it this way. I got a different way to do it.
Maybe the interwebs don't want us to see it. Don't want the people.
I think that might be what it is. But I have a way of getting around this. Have no fear. There is a way around it. And I'm going to find it right now. Here we go. Got it. Ha! You thought you had me. I'll just do it with all the crazy stuff in the background. How about that?
When that much money disappears, it's usually because somebody broke some laws somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But if we don't look, if we don't ask, if we don't uncover it and make it all public, we'll never find out.
Good. That's a great sentiment. That's what we thought too.
Yeah.
Mind you, this was when she probably still had some sanity left. I don't think she was claiming Indianhood then either.
This is way before she was a multimillionaire. She was just.
Do you remember sometime when she was? I think it was around this time. She sounded a whole lot like she was a right winger.
Mm-hmm.
I remember listening to her thinking she made a lot of sense, and then she became an Indian. It was weird. Like the transition changed her mind. Anyway,
In the building behind me, Elon Musk is seizing power from the American people. We are here to fight back.
What the government didn't do is it didn't turn around and say, you lost how much money and you wiped out how many pensions and you wiped out how many jobs. I want to know who did what, whether or not any laws were violated, where the gaps are in the system that would permit this to happen. I want to hold somebody responsible. Responsibility is not just about blame. Responsibility is about making sure we fix this and it will not happen again.
well, she didn't say it, but did she say it? Because hear me out. If you were before wanting to know what the government was doing with money, and the government actually decides to find out what the money was going to, and now you're saying we don't need to find out anything about the government, then you are saying you don't need to know.
Yep.
But then again, when she was in 2009, she was only worth about $100,000 to $200,000. Today, she's somewhere upwards of $10 to $30 million.
Yep.
So I can see why you don't want people to know where the money is going, and why your rhetoric changed from open up the floodgates to the information to Elon, get out of there and stop opening up the cupboards, please. Interesting. I'm just saying it's interesting that all of a sudden you're against information being released to the public, because I don't think he's doing anything but that. Maybe I'm wrong.
And the thing, it's not just the information. It's not about the money. You know, everyone's looking at, it's just the amount of money. We want to know who was getting parts or pieces of that money.
Yeah.
Out of this $50 billion that's going to wherever, let's break that down even more. And then when they start dissecting all these funds, you're going to see a lot of their names on there. I saw one where money got sent to Jeffrey Epstein, through USAID. Why is Jeffrey Epstein getting USAID money? So when they start breaking all this down, you're going to see a lot of these people that were getting rich off American taxpayer money, under the guise of aid, USAID. USAID was a front. And when they start dissecting it, this is why they're terrified. This is why they're so angry right now, because they're about to be exposed and their careers are over after this.
I don't think even John Smith would come after this Pocahontas.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith?
If the Indians and the story of Pocahontas went with Elizabeth Warren as Pocahontas, they would have never been conquered. Never. They would have showed up and like, yeah, nah, nope, no, we're good. We're leaving. That's okay. We're leaving. Trust me, we're not going to come and touch nothing you got. Y'all, we'll come back in about 5 years. Y'all be dead by then anyway. We'll be back. That way we don't even got to fight. We don't got to use nothing. We'll be back in 5 years. Y'all hurry up and end what you're doing. But you got to deal with her. I guarantee you're not going to procreate. So go ahead. We out. The British would have saved a lot of funds if she was around.
Mm-hmm.
Like for real. I just let them look, that's your procreation. Oh wow. Y'all ain't gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, instead of sitting bull, it would be sitting in bull. It would be the name of the chief.
It's going down, and there's a lot of government buildings shutting down in DC. USAID, they just shut that whole building down today. And this isn't the end.
Good.
Because all this money, man, you got to think, man, this is over how many years? Not just talking these last 3 years, I think, which they've gone into. You got to think about decades from when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of money and government waste from the inception of the USAID all the way till now, how many trillions of dollars was wasted in foreign aid? So all this is going to get exposed, and it's going to be a lot of heads spinning because a lot of these people that are up there hooping and hollering, their time is up.
Do you guys remember when we last looked at the debt clock? I think it was somewhere in the region of 22 million is what they were at.
Yep.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Right now, the Doge clock is saying $69 million. Billion dollars. That's billion, right? That's billion.
Yep.
$69 billion. They were in the millions last time we looked. Not the billions, millions. I want that to be in perspective here. It's only been 17 days. In 17 days, they found $69 billion of waste.
And as they're finding this, Marlon, you're going to see that U.S. debt just start to drop. This is just what they're finding. It hasn't really started affecting our debt yet. We haven't seen it. It's been 17 days, like you said. Wait till it starts, that debt clock starts to really drop. Just wait.
That is crazy, that number. That is a crazy number to find in 16 days.
Yep.
No wonder they're mad. That's $69 billion they can't split among themselves anymore.
That's that part. That part.
Think about this for a second, okay? You have an entity that's getting mad at the exposure of the government for stealing your money. Stealing your money and doing things with it you never voted for, asked for, or approved.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when they tell you that we are trying to get in to fix what Elon is exposing, you realize that they're hiding the fact that they have been taking from you billions of dollars. Now, they haven't even added, this is not even including what money we sent to Ukraine. Because that number will be somewhere in the region of $300 billion. Just so you know, because it's about 220 that we've sent to Ukraine already. We would be encroaching on almost $3 billion of waste.
Have they even?
No, not three. No, almost $1 trillion worth of waste. Yeah.
Yeah, and wait till the Pentagon. They ain't even touched the Pentagon yet. They're going after the Pentagon.
And
they're going after the
Did the Pentagon fail a bunch of audits too?
Yes, they did. They're missing money like for years back now. Even I think as far back as 9/11, they're missing funds.
Yeah. So wait till they go after them. Wait until they audit the IRS. What's funny about these monkeys, again, these congressmen, is that they were willing to hire an additional 80K, I think, plus IRS agents to audit the average American person that's making about $30,000 to $40,000 a year. They were willing to send them out to audit them.
Yep.
But now they're upset that they're getting audited.
Ain't that weird?
That's weird, man.
Make that make sense.
You know, make it make sense. I'm just saying.
Well, you can't. I mean, you can ask it to, but it won't.
Yeah.
This will never make sense because it doesn't make sense. If you don't think this is a coup, then you're probably part of it. If you can't see the hypocrisy, then you're probably retarded. Or you want this to continue and you don't really have a vested interest in the United States. And that could all be true simultaneously. However, what I am glad for is that so far they have not a leg to stand on, because one of the key appointees has already been grafted in and is already working, and they will have a very hard time going around her to do any of the crap anymore. And I'm so glad she was the one of the early ones appointed. And from what I'm hearing, Pam Bondi is not fooling around. She's on that FAFO timing. She is on all of it right now.
Yep.
She all over the FAFO movement right now. And I cannot wait to see when they try to strike opposition to federal law that you can just step in and shut them down. And this is the best part. You want to act like a fool when we have to give you federal fundings, act a fool and disobey a federal command, and we just withhold funding from you.
Yep.
And that's not bribery. That's what you call you doing something that's contrary to Americans' way of living. It's contrary to government, and we're going to just shut you down. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
And it violates everything the Constitution says, which is considered treason.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I wouldn't say different. I think it's more expansive than what Rand Paul had said. Rand was onto it. The problem is he didn't have definite numbers because they weren't going to go look at it.
Right.
But I think what you're finding now, because I'm going to anticipate within the next 5 months, I don't think that the Doge is going to be around the whole time. But I think what they'll end up with, this is just trust me on this one. I think I might be right. I wouldn't be surprised to see our 36 trillion drop in half.
Yes.
When it comes to our debt. I would not be surprised. Because I have a suspicion. I kept asking people, who do we owe? Who do we owe? We don't owe anybody. The money that we supposedly go for budgeting goes back into the coffers of the politicians.
Right.
So we're not owing anybody money. It's been stolen. Okay, it's stolen money. And so obviously you will be in the red. It's like if someone hacked your bank account.
Yeah.
Right? And they can overdraft and say you have an overdraft of like $1 million because you normally have some money. They'll just overdraft the full amount. So now you're in the hole by $1 million, but you aren't. Your bank account says that because someone stole it. And when they finally do an investigation and they find the one that stole it, you get your money back.
Yeah.
That's right.
I have a suspicion that this is what will happen. We might see that debt clock drop from 36, 451, 307, 800 and climbing to half of that, to probably 15 or 16, maybe even $17 trillion.
I agree.
And that is a crazy amount.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of other things that are going to happen too. I think the Fed's going away because they're a big problem.
Yeah.
The IRS is definitely going away. The USAID is already shut down. And I think everything's going to fall under the Treasury Department. We're not going to have all these different entities that we're sending money to. Everything, the Treasury Department and the executive branch and Congress, they have to prove everything. Then it has to go through the Treasury Department, where the Treasury Department can track every single dollar going out.
Right.
Yep. Now, as for that, you have to remember too, who was at the helm. It was Bush, right? And who was Bush's sideman? Cheney, right? What does Cheney own? Weapons manufacturing plants. Every bit of that $2 trillion went into the manufacture of war machines for the pending war they were going to have on Iraq. And then the next war that they were going to have on terrorism and all that stuff. That money didn't go into actual armaments to help against any kind of fighting. Dick Cheney got that money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dick Cheney got that money. No wonder that Liz, that his daughter wants to have the same thing continue. She wants to have war continue because she's participating in the same family business.
That's right.
So it's not missing. None of this money is missing. And that's the problem. We're finding where it's going, and it's all wasting. Missing, no. Wasted, yes. And I can only hope that what will eventually happen is a Bob Menendez thing where everybody goes to jail.
Please.
That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. I don't know if it
That'd
will,
be
but
great.
we'll see.
I believe. I have faith.
Pam better do her job. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. We got to hold these people accountable too. Yeah. So just because they're in because of us doesn't mean that they can get fired because of us.
That's right. And you remember we've talked about this many times on this show about you got to make it pay-per-view so we can see all the trials and everything done at Gitmo. Let the world see it.
Yeah.
You know, and then you create a Hunger Games style thing or a maze like the Maze Runner. If you can get through this maze, you can live, you old fella. And then you have this crazy maze. You got to have Mitch McConnell trying to run through there. And he can't make it because all the walls are turning on him.
Yeah.
You know, make it good. You got to show the American people the justice that is happening, not this behind closed doors and trust me, bro, justice. We want to see it live in full time 4K. Show us.
It is insane to me, but we'll see how it happens. I mean, I hope they do get called out for insurrection, which is what they're calling for. They're not calling out a coup. They're participating in one. And the stupid people of America will fall for it because you're stupid, and nothing can help that. You decide that's a willful ignorance, and ain't nobody can help you with that. And I won't stop calling you stupid because you are. Okay, yeah. I mean, I see reality for what it is. The people on the left are inescapably retarded.
And on that, Marlon, you know, with the stupidity of America has a lot to do with the media, the state-ran media. And now that the funding is leaving the state-ran media, the media is going to have to change a lot. And I think we're going to start seeing a lot more truth being put out in order for them to even get any type of funding. So you're going to see the narrative kind of start to shift here within a few months. You're going to see it start to shift, and you're going to see more truth coming out, which is going to feed these people out here that are brainwashed by this propaganda media that we've been getting fed for the last, I don't know how many years since Obama, maybe before. And you're going to see it change. You're going to see a huge shift. So that's what it's going to take. You got to push the right message out. And once we get the reins on this propaganda media, you're going to start seeing a shift in the way people think.
Yeah,
I think.
We can hope. We can hope. We'll be back Monday. More than likely, something crazy will happen over the weekend. I have no doubt that some of them might try to charge the building. And
Please do.
I'm not putting anything past these fools anymore. I really am not. I mean, I have no doubt they'll try. So if they do, I have no doubt that Pam Bonnie's going to drop the hammer on them so heavy that they'll wish that they were Jan 6 and they were pardoned.
I hope so.
Put them away for 4 years in solitary confinement, see how they like it. I'd love for that payback to happen myself. And then they can write their own song.
Yeah.
Did you hear Did you hear the Trust Black Women or Listen to Black Women song?
No.
Do I want to?
Is it good?
I think we should end on that note, because if I had to hear it, then I believe, this is just my belief now.
We all have
I believe you should too.
Oh, stop listening to stuff.
No.
Turn it off.
If I don't listen to it, who will? Right? Who will? I have to be the one to help people understand the reality of this world we lived in. I don't know if we're going live tonight yet, guys. I don't know yet. I'm waiting to hear from Mr. Corey. When I do hear from Corey, I'll let y'all know if we're going to be going live. I don't know if we are or not yet. I still have to have a conversation with him about it. So I'm waiting for this thing to be delivered here. And once it's delivered,
there it is.
There it is. All right.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh, this is great stuff. Oh.
What is that?
Oh, jeez. I hear cats and.
Oh,
you are gonna be like, wow, that is
sounds like
amazing. I wish I could be there live to hear this one.
Are they gonna win a Grammy for this? Like Beyonce?
All the Grammys. Oh. Every genre they're gonna win. So we leave you with this for your weekend enjoyment. Just remember to trust Black women. They lead the way. Here we have representing woke white women everywhere.
They're white. They're white. Oh, of course.
It's gonna be great. Here we go. Make sure the volume's all the way up. Here we go.
Oh God.
They lead the way. Trust Black women. They lead the way.
Oh.
White women, stop abandoning your sisters. Trust Black women. They lead the way. Oh, we're mad as hell. Oh, can't you tell? Oh, we're mad as hell. Can't you tell? We dissent, you fucking fascists. Oh, we're mad as hell. Can't you tell?
They better be careful what they ask for, because they may be singing "Wade in the Water." Wade, you know, that's just the most cringe thing I've heard in a long time. You ought to make that a sound
on TikTok.
Make it a sound and do a reaction video.
White liberal women. It's always the white liberal women. My gosh.
That is brilliant.
They are the saviors of the black strong. The black women are so strong. They need these white liberals to sing a song for them. It was so great. It was Picasso. Good job.
Man.
Yes, come save the poor melanated individuals. White women.
Come save us. We need y'all's voice because we don't have one for ourselves.
No, I will have this to say about their singing. This is me.
It's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Genius.
No, but
Brilliant, genius.
Marlon, I bet you they really thought they were doing something too. They was like, that was a banger, Karen. You know, like that was a banger. High five. No, that was horrible.
How did you come up with those lyrics? Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Man, embarrassing.
Just wow, Karen.
Embarrassing.
Anyway, I hope we made you laugh, because if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry or
That's
get
right.
mad.
Or both.
But we'll trust the process and see what happens in the next couple of weeks. But man, trust black women to lead the way, especially the loud screaming ones you just saw, the banshees.
The bald-headed ones too.
Oh,
yeah.
Anyway,
Big
we'll be back one day. We're not sure what the topic is yet, but I'm sure the fallout from the Democrat Party will tell us.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Mr. Lee.
So like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll see you Monday.
Peace.
Whoa.